since we're making this a self-love day and making it surrounded by love and increasing our frequencies on love, I had a conversation that was brought up at the bus stop a couple of days ago. The man was talking about his relationship with his wife and whatnot, and about, you know, the issues that they were having. And, you know, one thing that it's been brought up pretty frequently is about love. Valentine's Day around the corner, and today, the first day of the year. I said I think it would be a good time to talk about that, which led me on my journey, because like I was saying, I kept running into issues where I thought it was, but it really wasn't love. So, you know, I had to stop and take a moment to reset. So I told him that maybe they need to take a moment to stop and reset. I said, well, whenever you guys are ready to try and work on that, you let me know. Because it's all about frequencies, you know. You can't entertain relationship activities without truly knowing what love is, which means truly having passion for something. For me, it got boring to me just being in just a relationship, because that's what they all seem like, just a relationship, not nothing that was actually made with passion or true love. It was always some kind of manipulation behind it. So that was like what made me stop and reset myself, and that reset helped me like tremendously in my journey. And you'll never understand true passion. I mean, I always had it in me, like that passionate part of me, but you'll never really understand that true passion part until you become one with yourself. And for you to become one with yourself, it all starts with self-love and doing things to nurture you. So that's why I felt like it was very important to start out the year with self-love. I always loved taking care of myself, but my funds, I didn't really have the funds to be able to do that. They were always held back some kind of way, manipulated some kind of way for me not to be able to. But one thing is, I learned to like go on YouTube and stuff like that, and like, because I refused to just look like anything, and I would go on YouTube and I would go get some hair or whatever and try and do things myself, or do little easy updos or whatever for myself. So I always, was a single parent, so I always had to, work with money and whatnot if I couldn't actually go and get it done. Which was also why I also love to get like sew-ins where I, can maintain it myself and just have it installed and be able to work with it from there. So, I just was worrying about money, and never knowing when it's going to be some kind of stunt to where my hours are cut, or something going on to where my money, is being tampered with again. So I was worrying about not getting the funds to, about using the funds to get my hair done instead of, paying for my storage. So I'm not carrying my bags to work and stuff like that, or, paying for my phone bill or whatever. I said, you know what, I'm still going to just take this time out for me, and, I deserve to nurture myself for once. It's like should have been able to do that, with my food stamps. I tried to do it the right way, then they wanted to hold that back. I was getting a stipend from class and stuff where I could have been holding on to that. It was like Okay, well, we took one thing away from her, so let's go ahead and give her the other one. Even though we don't want to give that to her either, let's go ahead and give that to her. I had to fight to get everything. Food stamps and welfare should be the last thing. I am a U.S. citizen. I should not be up there having to fight to even have to, uh, you know, get what rightfully I earned, actually. Me being a taxpayer all these years in middle class where they were stripping and taking all of my money, single parent and all, you know, and even when I was even single, so, but anyway, you know, between hours and whatnot like that, and, who knows when the next issue is going to come around for, things to be cut down or all these little different games. So I said I'm gonna go ahead and get my hair done. I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway and do something good for myself. And so I just went ahead and did it. So, but I just was always someone who kept up on myself, and self-care was always mandatory for me. So, I've been doing that since a child. I've been doing that since my aunt Phyllis with nails and whatnot. I just always, when I started turning from a tomboy to wanting to do things, that's just what it was. I always had both of them in me. I always was balancing my masculine and feminine all the time. So, and I was always more feminine than anything. So, because that's what I am. So, but just remember, passion. You'll never, ever understand what true passion is. And let me tell you, when you practice it, it's worth finding that right person. And it's worth waiting for. So, and I know that, so that's why I've been waiting so long. The gentleman, he said he don't know if he could be able to do that. I said, well, you have to cut one of them addictions because you'll never understand what true passion is until you know. People don't feel these days, and that's the problem. You got Valentine's Day, which is one of the largest holidays, but it's mainly surrounded by lust and not love. Root chakra, which is red, instead of green, heart chakra, or pink for unconditional love. So, just a little food for thought for those out there who really want to know and really want to feel what love really is. You'll never understand that feeling. I'll never understand someone selling their body and things like that because you don't feel anything. If you did, you would have a preference and you would hold more honor to yourself, as that was the case also on both parties. And that's why I just never desired a cheater. So, just a little couple of things to keep in mind before, that special holiday comes around. People celebrating but don't know what it really means, along with Christmas and all those other ones. I think people need to understand and be shown what love really is these days. Y'all have a good night. Happy New Year's again.